Hello everyone, this is Higinio again with RektStack.com. I'm going to go ahead and show you um, how I would go about uh, taking a memory dump. So the first thing I'm going to want to do is mount up my USB. There you go, it's my USB drive. You see right here. Now, what I like to do is I like to have a reports folder. You want to make sure you can keep track of that, and of course I want to write not so much an incident, but I want to do the time. Maybe something like 5:37, 1:28, 17. And you want to do a standard that you personally like. Okay, so I'm going to go here. Now I've tried a bunch of tools. This one, as you can tell, is running within a workstation. And I've tried a bunch of tools, just cleaning her up. And the one that seems to work best with me is magnet RAM capture. The URLs will be on the bottom of this video. This seems to work great both in a VM and in the actual system. So I'm just going to go ahead and click yes. It is a 8 gigs of RAM on here. I don't split it. This says 9 gigs, but it is 8. So I'm going to go browse. We're going to click where we want our file to be, right here. And again, I just do mem dump, hit save, and you go ahead and hit start. Now this could take a second, and by a second I mean a very long time. Not super long, maybe 6 minutes, depending on how much RAM you actually have to go do. So I'm just going to go ahead and let this go, and I'll let you know when we're done here. We'll go over analyzing some of the cool stuff we can get once we have that data dump in a safe, secure spot. All right. Okay, so now, as you can see, we have where our RAM was successfully saved. Hit OK, and then just boom. Now, if we check our reports, we should have in here our memory dump. It's raw. Okay, so now that we have that, I'm going to go ahead and reconnect that to my analyst machine. And okay. So now we have that. We have that connected up. Okay. So now we have that connected up, and that is going to be in our on my analyst machine. So the first thing I'm going to do is open it up here, and I'm going to run Volatility against it, and I'm going to do some pretty cool stuff. Now, the thing about Volatility, above other things, is it's scriptable. Some people prefer like Redline, which is pretty little GUI and all that stuff. This is quick, it's scriptable, and real simple to get going. So the first thing I want to do is I want to go ahead and I'm going to run this. Now, you can see here, hash dump, VMware, info. Go ahead and get that out like that. So this right here is going to run the Win64 version, and it's going to give us some info. And this is going to have all the cool stuff, tags, and everything that we're gonna use. You can see as I scroll up, a bunch of stuff here. We have pool sizes, all that stuff. Now, as you can tell here, that's it, right? It only goes up so far because there's so much info here. So what I like to do when I do this is output it to, as you can tell here, output it to an info.txt file. And what that does is it gives me a clean reference of uh, exactly what commands that I can look at. You can see right here, we get the profiles, which is all the different type of memory dumps versioning for the Windows that we have from Vista. We have XP down here, Windows, servers, um, and then of course Windows 10, which is a profile I'm going to use. Of course, we have the address spaces if you need to add in those TAC, um, and then the plugins, which is essentially all the actions you can have it do. Okay. Um, Now in our report, you can see I have mem dump raw here. This is where I'm going to put everything. Now, I like to put everything here. This is, and then when I get all my evidence, when I get all the information that I need, I go ahead and get their signatures using a hashing algorithm, whether it's MD5 or one of the SHAs, and throw that in a text file in there too. And again, it's scriptable, so I'm going to go ahead in maybe another video and show you how that works. Make a little script that essentially will tag this, run a bunch of reports, and then output a report file. Let me show you how one of those can work right now. Okay, so you can see here I've done various reports as it has been. Just testing it out and playing around with it. I've done it a lot. So you can see we have 537 as a report here. So I'm going to go ahead and do 5, hit tab, and it should fill that out. You can see exactly what it's looking for here. You got the PS list, looking for that file, and then profile Win1064. So again, I'm going to come back here. I'm going to do 5 here, and then mem dump profile Win10x64. And again, if you ever get any of these all confused, you can always pop up your info text file that you printed up and just make sure Win10x64. Yep, that's it. Now again, I said it's scriptable, so I'm going to put it back. I'm going to go ahead and go output that to a report file. Now this is going to be ran at a later date, an actual script that will add this, but right now I'm just kind of going to go ahead and output it individually. So instead of having one giant text file, I'm going to have a bunch of little text files. And this is going to be, like I said, the PS list. So we'll name it pslist.text. Right? Go ahead and hit enter. And it's going to load that up. It's going to run. You're going to see the framework load up here, and it's just going to run. You're not going to see any output because, as you see, we tack that output to every text file. So we'll go ahead and let that run. Now, again, this is an 8 gig image. It can take, and it's not super long, right? It's not something that takes a horribly long time, but it does get faster as you run these because it has it in memory and it has it mapped. But there's a lot you can do here. They have specific commands for if it's a Mac, or if it's Linux, or if it's just Windows, or if it's not, not specific. It doesn't need a specific one. Generally, here you have PS tree, version info, and it does what it can. This particular memory dump comes from a virtual machine, so there are some little things there that kind of will sometimes get in the way. But for the most part, on a physical machine or in a VM, the information is there for you to get. So I'm just just go ahead and wait for this right here. Okay, so we see that we now have our prompt back, which means our process is finished. So you now see we have a plist here. You see it's got there. Just double click that. And what you see is you'll get a list of its best effort to recover what was running. And you have the offset, the name that at its best guess, PID, PPID, and all that stuff, all the good stuff that you're interested in running. So you can come here and say, okay, well, those are some weird stuff there, some weird stuff there, wasn't able to find some stuff there, and kind of get a general idea about what's going on. Now, again, once you have that tacked in, now we can start playing around with some of the various stuff that you want to do. So, if you want to look for sockets and stuff like that, you can type in sockets. You can type in hash. You can type in just about anything they have here. I'm going to show you hash dump here. So, let's go through here and look. Hive dump right there. Here's hash dump. Dumps password hashes from memory. So, let's give it a take. It might be a hash dump, and we're going to go ahead and name it hash dump over here. And again, here I'm typing it all by hand. This would be a good time to go through here. You have your info text file to know what you're looking for, so you can run it through a Yara scan, pull scanners. You can write a script that will essentially come in and grab stuff that you do all the time. Here's find hidden and injected code, scan the parse potential master boot records. There's a whole lot of stuff here, so you can make scripts that will go on and do this, run these commands, and you're really only looking for essentially two inputs. If you put it in the right place, you can have a variable for where your volatility is at. You know already a whole list of stuff that you want to run against it. Where your file is, so that would be one input, right? Which profile you want to use, okay, so that'd be another one. And then you can just go ahead and have these run out, whether it's you want to take an input for the report, or if you want it to automatically create the report directory. You have a standard that you use and you want to just go ahead and dump that information there, and then just pump this all out. It'll go ahead and leave you, you can append to a text file, so you get a nice, at the end of it, you get a nice little text file that has all this filled in with it. Maybe do a hash of the memory dump itself, throw that in there, and then you have a nice little file. It's a single file that is, unless there's something specific you're looking for, it has all the information you need for that memory dump, and you can move on with your investigation. As is the normal, you're analyzing a chunk of memory, so it's going to take a while. You can see we have our hash dump there. It is created, so I'm just waiting for it to finish up. Okay, so you can see that it dumped up. Dumped it out right there. And if we come over here, got our hash dump here, we open that up. You can see the hashes for my junk VM here. So there you go. It's the whole process has taken about a little under 28 minutes, so your mileage may vary. But that's how we do it. And again, this can be scripted, so writing a script that would just parse this, get it all done, and throw it into a file will probably be something I'll do another video on. I just wanted to quickly show you how this process works and some of the information you can get. That's it. Again, Higinio Ochoa from Rekt Stack. You can visit our site at rektstack.com, and happy hacking.